In class 11 business studies chapter 2, we are on company, joint stock company and forms of companies. So I explained in previous videos about features of company, meaning of company. Then in the next video, merits of the company, joint stock company, demerits or limitations of joint stock companies. Now, types of companies. See, there are basically two types of companies, private company and public company. But OPC, one person company, is a new concept. So that's why I will explain you that one also. So private company means the company owned, controlled, managed, operated, decision, invested by individuals. And public company means owned, controlled, managed, operated by directors, but the public can invest in this form of organization by shares, by investing in shares. So today, see, types of companies, there are three types of companies. There are three types of companies. Private company which has private limited worth, then public company and one person company. See, private, public and one person. Now we are on private company. Private company is defined as a company by the AOA, Article of Association, restricts the rights to transfer the share minimum to maximum 200 persons, excluding the employees. First main thing, minimum 2. Second, maximum 200. Note down, minimum 2, maximum 200 and does not invite public. Main thing which differentiate private company and public company is private company does not invite public to get the shares to invest in that company. And the next, they add private limited one. Yesterday also I explained you about that private company means the company which is not a public company. But as you know, you should learn from the point of view of Company Act 1956, and there is some amendment in 2013. Minimum 2, maximum 200 members can be form a private company. They don't invite the public to invest. They invested their own capital. And it is necessary to add private limited word. Then what are the privileges? What are the benefits? Just note down. Easy formation. Only 2 members are required. No need to issue prospectus. Why no need to issue prospectus? Because they are not inviting public. So no need to issue prospectus. And they can allot shares privately to their members only. See, only members, minimum 2, maximum 200 members will invest in that. So they will not issue shares to the public. And they can start the business as they get the incorporation certificate. Board of directors, minimum 2. Maximum 15, new amendment. In few books that is given different. Minimum 2. Not required to keep an index of members. Members means shareholders. Now next is public company. Okay, I will be explaining it. Then I'll explain you private company. Private company is the company which has minimum maximum 200 members. They don't invite public and they use private limited word. These are the things which we can discuss. They don't transfer their shares, minimum 2, maximum 200. Okay, they can't invite public. Them another thing, they have to put PVT Ltd word, private limited. Then next, what are the privileges? It is easy to form. Private limited formation is easy in comparison to public company. No need to issue prospectus. I will tell you what are the prospectus. Allotment of shares. No need to issue prospectus and they can allot shares privately. And they can start the business easily whenever they get the certificate. Board of directors minimum 2. They will not keep the index of members because members are limited. Now what are the company? Public company. See the definition according to Indian Company Act 2013 amendment. Public company is a company which is not a private company. But we should know. Say, no restriction on the transfer of shares. Minimum 7. Maximum no limit. And they will invite the public because they don't have limit of maximum numbers. So up to authorized share, they can invite the public to subscribe their shares and debentures. What are the shares? What are the debentures? You will get to know in book 2. But first of all, these are the mode of investment a common public can invest in the company. So the definition, no restriction. First of all, no restriction on transfer. Second point to be underlined, minimum 7 members. Minimum 7. Third point to be underlined, no limit on maximum numbers. And the next line which differentiate private company and public company is they invite public. They give invitation to the common public to take their shares and debentures. Now next is one person company. See, OPC is entirely a new term, new concept in India. In the Indian Companies Act 2013, under section 3(1), a person can make an OPC and only one person as its member. See, this is a new concept in India after 2013. Okay, so there are some conditions for it regarding turnover, regarding investment of capital, etc. Okay, I will explain you further. Now the main thing for a commerce student, as a commerce student, you should know what are the basic differences between public company and private company. See the difference. Note down, please. By these differences, you can explain also. Like if I will give you the question in the exam, what do you understand by public company? By these points, you can explain public company. The first point is number of members. Number of members. See, differences should be in tabular form. So you will write by this way. This is basis of difference. This is public company. This is private company. Okay, my dear children. See, first point you will put here number of members. in this way. Okay, so first point, number of members. In public company, the number of members minimum 7, maximum unlimited, and in private company minimum 2 and maximum 200 according to the amendment. Okay, in few books that is different. Note down. Bhavijan, note down please. Okay, so minimum 7, maximum unlimited, and here minimum 2, maximum 200. Then next. Himang, note it down. Next. Number of directors. Number of directors means in a public company, number of directors minimum 3, and in private company, number of directors minimum 2. Minimum. Minimum number of directors. See, the first slide is for members, shareholders. Here, directors. Then index. Index means list of members. Public company should have compulsory index. Private company, not compulsory. Index means list of number of shareholders. In public company, it is compulsory to make. In private company, it is not compulsory. No need to make the list of the members. Then transfer of shares. Public company, there is no restriction on transfer of shares. We can buy, sell in stock exchange, share market easily. There is no restriction. But in private company, you cannot sell your shares, you cannot transfer your shares. You have to take the permission. Then invitation to public. Public company can invite the public. That's why it is public company. They get the payment, they get the amount from the public. That's why it is public company. And private company cannot invite the public. They have their own capital. They will not get the investment from the common public. Now, as you always say, ma'am, please, we want to write. So I made a table for you in a short way. Members, public company minimum 7, private company 2, maximum unlimited, maximum 200, minimum number of directors 3, here 2, index of members to maintain compulsory in public company, in private company no need. Transfer of shares, no restriction. Easily you can transfer. Easy, no problem at all. You can buy the share whenever, whatever quantity from which company you want. You can tell to your broker, and you can only the Demat account you should have. That topic I will explain you in class 12. Demat account, how to deal with the public company, how to invest in the company. There is no restriction. You can invest, but some conditions are there. So for the shareholder, the shareholder can transfer the share easily. But in private company, there are always restrictions on transfers. And public company can invite the public. That's why it is public company. They will get the investment from the public, but private company cannot invite the public. They have their own capital. I'm sure you all must understood the topic. Shall I explain you again? Okay. See, the difference is formed. Public company versus private company. Public company has minimum 7 members, maximum unlimited up to authorized capital. Private company minimum 2 and maximum 200. They cannot make the members beyond 200 limit. Minimum number of directors. Public company has 3 directors. Private company has 2 only. Index means list of members. For public company, it is compulsory to make the index. For private company, it is not compulsory. Transfer of shares. Public company has no restriction on transfer of shares. Private company has restriction. They cannot transfer the share. Invitation to public. Public company will invite the public to get the shares, to buy the shares. But private company cannot invite the public. That's why they don't prepare prospectus. See, these are the differences you have to learn. Okay, by these you can differentiate these two companies. So our today's topic was types of companies: private company, public company, one-person company. Private company means the company which don't issue the shares to the common public. They don't take the money from the common public. And public company is the company which takes the investment from the public. They issue shares to the common public. Okay, then one-person company is a new concept in India after 2013 Indian Company Act amendment.